Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 3 of 4 Downs with FCF. I'm your host, TBK, alongside host Chris, where we give you the 4 top stories around the league, or downs as we like to call them. It is a rematch. Week 2 of Super Bowl 59, the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Man, this one has been talked about all week long. It's been anticipated since the schedule came out. Mahomes versus Hurts. Chris, are you ready for it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got KC coming off a loss. You got Philly coming off a win last week. A little history for this series. Series right now is tied 6-6. Philly has won the last 2, obviously, with the Super Bowl and then the season before. And just to throw this out there, Kansas City has not started the season 0-2 since 2014, and that was the second year with Andy Reid.
Cheeseburgers in paradise, baby.
And obviously not Mahomes. So just to, for people that are already counting out the Chiefs, you can't count out the Chiefs yet, right? They have not started a season in 11 years 0-2. And when you got Mahomes and you got Andy Reid, they always find ways to win. So I'm just throwing that out there.
I don't know who those people are, Chris, but if you remember, I made a wild hot take, made a wild prediction. I said that the Chiefs are going to start 0-2. I got the Super Bowl defending champions, the Eagles. The game that they had against the Cowboys, Hurts looked great. Saquon is Saquon. And you know what? Let's be honest. Nobody expected the Chargers to win the way that they won. They looked fantastic against the Chiefs. To me, I say that it's a slow build this year for the Chiefs. I also made the prediction that I don't think that they make the playoffs this year.
What did he say?
You heard me.
I don't know. Could be wrong. Mahomes could shut me up, put me in my place. But I think this, look, as I've said before, I think this is the year that the magic horseshoe falls out of Mahomes' butt.
Okay, we shall see.
That's right. All right, Chris, let's move on. Second down. Here we go. For a team that's already on their heels right now, I don't know how much more they can take, but apparently the hits just keep on coming. Kittle, Brock Purdy, both are now out for the San Francisco 49ers. This team has the injury bug like crazy. They cannot stay healthy. I think this might spell the end of the 49ers season already. What do you think, Chris?
It's very possible, right? I mean, when you kind of look at this team, you do have, listen, here, I'm going to throw a little positive on here. Mac Jones is taking over as quarterback. Now, people are like, oh, here we go. Mac Jones is not that good. Listen, when he was a rookie, right, he was a Pro Bowl player. He was second in the Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie Offensive Player of the Year award. Led that team to the playoffs. They got killed in Buffalo. So I'm not going to write Mac Jones off because right after that, yeah, New England went completely south. Belichick was doing some weird stuff up there. So I don't know if I'm going to write off San Fran, especially with Kyle Shanahan. He'll figure things out there. And you know what? The next few games, right? New Orleans is this week. Then they go home to play their home opener against Arizona. Arizona's a tough team, but that's a winnable game. Then they got Jacksonville, another winnable game. After that, that's when things get crazy. So if Purdy comes back after those games, yeah, because then they travel to the Rams and then they travel to Tampa Bay, which we know that's 2 playoff teams, right?
Absolutely.
So I think as long as you get Purdy back, as long as he's not out for too long, is what I'm going to go at.
Let's pull up the doctor's report here. So it's Brock Purdy is going to miss 2 to 5 weeks due to turf toe. You lose your franchise quarterback, then you lose your franchise tight end. George Kittle was placed on IR, Chris. He's supposed to be out for at least a month. Think how many games you're missing in a month's time.
Yeah, I mean, that's at least 4 games he's going to miss. At least. It could be more. It's at least 4 weeks. When you're on IR, you miss the next 4 games, right? So
that's what I'm saying. Your number 1 QB is out. Your number 1 tight end is out. And you started the season with a bunch of injuries at wide receiver.
Yeah,
I just don't know, Chris. To me, it's not looking so great in San Fran. All right, Chris, here we go. Big third down. The one, the only Super Bowl winning QB, formerly for the Baltimore Ravens, now with the Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco makes his long-awaited return back to Baltimore, this time in a different uniform. The Cleveland Browns see the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Man, how long has Flacco been gone from Baltimore now, Chris?
Since 2018, he has been gone. And remember, Flacco was the Ravens quarterback for 11 years. And Baltimore was 105-87 in the games he started. In the playoffs, he was 10-5. And of course, like you mentioned, the Super Bowl victory. And that's the last Super Bowl victory for the Ravens. And also, that was the last year that the Ravens won more than one game in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that year was the immaculate year. He went all the way to the Super Bowl, no interceptions, had a perfect passer rating, unheard of. But he got it done. You know what? There was an interview with Joe Flacco where he gave his thoughts and opinions about coming back to Baltimore. Let's play that real quick, Chris.
But just in terms of playing your old team and the emotions that come with that. Because listen, I mean, like I said, we were on good terms when I left. But at the same time, you know, it's natural to feel a certain way when you're going up against a team that you're not playing for anymore. I've been a part of other players that do that, and you kind of try to act normal, but it is a big deal. You do want to go beat them, and it's a little bit of a difference.
At the beginning of this video, freaking Skip Bayless, he said at the beginning of this video that Joe Flacco was excommunicated from Baltimore. No, he wasn't. It was just Lamar Jackson's time. And, you know, these two have always had a great relationship, but Joe's right. Come Sunday, there are no friends. Hey, Joe, we love you for what you did, but you're the enemy now, brother. You're on the other team. We're looking to win just like he is. I would say out of the rivalries in football, this would be the healthiest.
Yeah, I would say so. Baltimore, I would think more Baltimore, Cincinnati, wouldn't that be? Or Baltimore, Pittsburgh? Just
No. No, I meant Lamar and Joe Flacco.
Oh, Lamar. Okay.
The rivalry between Baltimore and Cleveland is
right.
It's palpable because and let's not forget too, a big part of this whole game is this is the 30th anniversary of the Baltimore Ravens becoming the Baltimore Ravens, who were previously the Cleveland Browns.
Right, exactly. And there's a whole big backstory, and someone wrote a whole big article in The Athletic. If anybody wants to check it out, it really explains the move and who was really behind it and all that.
Oh yeah,
definitely check it out. But I look at it this way, right? Every veteran, not just quarterback, in every position, they want to hold on to their spot as long as they can.
Of course.
So they don't care who you draft, right? You could draft the number one guy overall, and they still think, hey, I just won a Super Bowl a few years ago. I'm still the guy here. But you know what? The front office and the franchises and the coaching staff, they might have, a different thought on that, and they want that young kid in there as quickly as possible. So right. I see both sides of this, and I get the rivalry, but man, this happens all the time in the NFL, in every 100%. Position, not just the quarterback position.
Sure, 100%. Look, like I said, we love you, Joe, but come Sunday. Your ass belongs to us. Right. All right. 4th down, Chris. Let's wrap it up. Bills, Jets, week 2. Now, the Bills had one of the most amazing comebacks in NFL history. Down 15 points with under 5 minutes left to play against the Baltimore Ravens, who we just talked a lot about. Can they repeat this performance? Can this game catapult them over the hump? Can it be the fuel? Can it be the thing that proves to this team that no matter what the adversity, they can finally get it done and maybe even win the big one? We know it's only week 2, Chris, but Josh Allen, as we have referred to him on this show, is becoming a proverbial Superman.
Yes, without a doubt. That guy is never count them out type of player. You know he's going to come back. Yeah, I mean, now you got to start looking at, is this going to be one of those letdown games for Buffalo? They go into the Jets and they're like, we got this. We know we could beat them. They've won the last 3 games. The all-time series between the two, Buffalo leads 71-58. The last time the Jets beat the Bills was when Rodgers came running out with the flag on that Monday night, right? That was the last time the Jets won, and that was like a miracle finish, right, with the walk-off punt return. So I look at this is going to be big, and Buffalo's is coming in without one of their best defensive players in Ed Oliver. So that's definitely going to weaken that front four, and to stop Justin Fields. Yeah, you're going to need some guys up there to chase him down, right? So
absolutely,
that's a big loss for Buffalo. Just keep that in mind. But this is definitely a big game for both teams. Buffalo wants to come in, right? Win that second game, be 2-0. And the Jets, of course, want to get their first win, right? Especially at home.
Like we've been saying since the season began, we are both paying 100% close attention to Justin Fields. Justin Fields had a very, very good showing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jets fans, hold on tight, hang in there. I think you guys finally found a good one, man. And look, I'm telling you right now, if week 1 proved anything, it proved that the saying any given Sunday is as true as it's ever been.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, I will be watching this game very, very closely, and whoever wins this game, I really think it goes a long way for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I agree 100% because it'll give, I think it'll go a longer way or more of a way for the Jets if they win. If Buffalo loses, I don't think it's the end of the world. It's like, all right, you know what? We're 1-1. We'll be fine. The Jets, if they win this game, the confidence level will go through the roof, because they just beat their division rival, the team that everybody is expecting to win the division and possibly go into the Super Bowl. Yes. So, yeah, I think it's bigger for the Jets than the Bills, but I agree. If the Bills win, they're 2-0. They're riding high, but if the Jets win, yeah, their confidence goes through the roof, and they're ready to take on the world after that game.
All right, Chris. Well, that has been 4 Downs with FCF. Eagles, Chiefs, the rematch. Who gets the win? Kittle, Purdy, both out for San Fran. Is it the end of their season? We'll find out. Flacco makes his return to Baltimore. Flacco versus Lamar. Looking forward to that one. And Bills, Jets. If the Jets win, confidence level goes through the roof. If the Bills win, look out, man. They're on a path to greatness. Guys, make sure you catch us live every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Flight Club Football. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. It tells YouTube that you like the content and you want to see more of what you like. Make sure to hit that sub button. And if you do, hit that bell so that you never miss anything that Flight Club does. Now, everybody get out there and remember rule 1 of Flight Club.
Talk about Flight Club.
That's right. For Flight Club Football, I am TBK. That's Chris. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
All right, Chris, let's move on. 2nd down. Oh, shit. I just got... Fuck. I dropped my fucking phone.